So good to lay down in the shade for a bit. Right.
Are you alright? Yeah.
Oh, my precious Teddy.
What heart, you goat? He got spurned by a girl. Don't make it sound like torture.
Even you are against me now.
Have you seen your sister and young Lord Semin? I want to give them my best wishes for their marriage.
I think I saw them going into the cellar. Their marriage has lasted barely half a day, and they already can't handle it sober.
Can't be that bad, surely.
If I had old Samin for a father-in-law, I wouldn't stay sober either. Farewell, my friend. I'm sorry.
Kiss my ass. If you're my friend, you'll have a drink. He'll be there.
Why did you do this to me? What are you doing here? Who are you?
I'm Henry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was hoping to find you both here. Sir Older as well. Come now, dry your tears. What's the matter, eh?
It's Older.
Did he...
No. He just disappeared. Left practically right from the altar.
But why? You two look so happy.
I was hoping he'd stay at home more after we were married. Instead of always riding off somewhere. What a silly goose I am.
What was so urgent that it couldn't wait until morning?
I don't know. He didn't tell me, but he often rides off in a hurry.
Didn't he at least tell you when he'd be back?
No. Sometimes he comes back in the evening. Sometimes he's gone for days. He doesn't want to talk about it at all.
I heard he deliberately rushed the ceremony.
Everyone wanted to wait for Sir Otto von Berghoff. He was supposed to be the guest of honor. But Alder was on edge all day. Especially after that messenger arrived. Got impatient and said he wanted to have the ceremony right away.
What messenger?
He didn't carry any lord's colours, just a rider. He came in, exchanged a few rushed words with Alder, and then rode off again. And a little while after the ceremony, Alder rode off too.
Don't worry. He'll be back soon. Nobody would leave a pretty girl like you alone for long.
He couldn't care less about me. His father arranged the marriage mainly for the money they're getting from my pa. You don't have anything to say, do you? At least I see you think I'm right.
I'm sorry.
Oh well, I've already cried buckets. I could use a drink. How about you?
Shouldn't you slow down? The night is still young. Maybe Alder will come back and you'll have... duties.
Mother said all a girl has to do is lie down and hold on. I can do that drunk. Let Alder do all the work.
Wow.
The booze! Oh, fucking hell! It's you again! Oh, Faye! Fuck off me! You wanna fuck the bride, huh? Hypocrite!
What are you doing, you drunken fool?
Someone's been coveting the neighbour's wife, eh?
Bollocks!
Not that I blame you. You might have waited until this all went home.
Let's be having you! Let's be having you!
Help me with him! Take that fucker out, damn it!
You won't get...
You caught him out, sweetie!
I'll rip your ass open!
No chance! Nice hit!
That must hurt!
The next blow was set on.
What are you hopping about for? Need a piss?
Yeah. Don't spare him! Right!
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rabble before they turn everything into firewood!
Cursed luck. Well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
Your concern is really touching, Hanush. Did you come to see me off? Or to help me do...
Watch your mouth, priest. You might end up losing more than your parish.
Easy, my friend. Don't let him get you all worked up.
I'd like to teach him a good lesson.
But that's not why we're here.
Bah!
Well, why are you here, then?
We have a secret mission for you.
I'm all ears, Sir Radzi.
Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
Aye. I heard a word or two about that. Where was it you sent him? Trotsky?
Yes, to Sir Otto von Bergoff's castle.
Royal Chamberlain von Berger. The League of Lords fella.
You know more than I'd expect from you.
It doesn't surprise me. I also know that Trotsky is about 3 days' ride away.
2 days, weather permitting.
The young lord should have been back long since then, shouldn't he?
He should. But he's not.
Why did you come to me for this?
For Christ's sake, get your booze-soaked noggin working. Isn't it obvious? We need you to go to Trotsky and find out what's keeping him.
Why don't you send Henry after him? As far as I know, he's always done a good job for you.
That's exactly why he went with Capon.
So it's more serious than I thought. All right. I'll do it.
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here.
Well, that ought to bring us closer together.
Very droll. I just don't like these kind of places.
Like jails. Not a lot of people do.
No, I suppose they don't. Listen here, Henry. I wanted to say, well, that I'm glad to see you again. Henry?
Oh, it sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry, I suppose. Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, we're right. I behaved badly. Awfully.
All right. I accept your apology. All water under the bridge, eh? Old pal.
Thanks. So, what were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
I was working in a mill for some Miller Crazel. I thought I'd have a nice little job hauling the odd sack of flour, but there were lots of interesting things happening there.
I've heard about Crazel too. An odd chap by all accounts.
Odd is putting it mildly. What about you?
I also stuck to what I'm best at.
What, boozing and whoring?
Ha fucking ha. Hunting.
Where did you get the gear for that? We arrived in Troskowitz like a pair of beggars.
By using the old noggin, pal. I pulled a strong thread out of those rags I had on, made a snare for game, and before you could say jackrabbit, I was hawking half a dozen hares around the local cottages.
Weren't you worried about the local gamekeeper?
That nitwit! I found out he was fond of the booze, so I snooped around his lodge, and when sleeping it off, I went hunting. Once, I even went into his shed and, borrowed a bow and a quiver full of arrows.
Thieving, too, to top it all. Christ!
Oh, give over. Once things are sorted out, I'll give it all back. Shh, quiet! There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Garrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God.
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable. We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa. About time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble.
You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you.
What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now.
You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching.
What? You can't hang a nobleman.
Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you.
Hans!
But you can't!
Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it!
Move it!
I'm a nobleman! Do you hear me? I'm a noble! I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends. And work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. You want to do something for him? Pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Rattay. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fellow will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
What about my things? You took everything away from me.
That's what happens to people in jail. When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst case, we might keep something to cover the damages you caused at the wedding. Got it?
Got it. What happens when I'm done with this?
What do you reckon? You'll get another job, And when there's no more work for you, you can bugger off wherever you like.
That's all.
Aye? What do you expect? The axe? Lord von Bergov is strict, but he ain't a tyrant. But poaching now, that's another matter.
And can I go there? I really have to talk with Captain Thomas.
Don't fucking annoy me, fella. You got off lightly so far, believe me.
What? You won't even let me pray in the chapel?
We will not. You're not allowed inside at all. And don't let me catch you snooping around there.
Why did they move your captain to the chapel? All that way up?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will help him, or take him to his bosom. The captain's in a really bad way. And our Sawbones is away with Lord von Bergov.
Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Sinner the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
Move it! Stop keeping...
Good food, drink. Lots of
Oi, Wojtek. Could you stop gabbing and come and help?
Can't you see I'm talking to someone?
I ain't seen you here. Are you new and all? Well, I'm Magda.
Hi, I'm new here. Just like Wojtek here.
It's great to have some new lads here.
Oh, aye. Henry, how about you bugger off? I wouldn't want a repeat of our last disagreement.
Are you also helping Wojtek's uncle?
No, I'm not helping anyone's uncle. This is a punishment. Just like with Wojtek here.
A punishment?
Aye. We got into a bit of a fight at Lord Samin's wedding.
What? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Ah, that's not quite how it was.
You wretch.
Oh, thanks. You really are a cunt.
If you want to fight, I'll be happy to oblige. But not here, and not now.
Don't worry, I'll find you.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I kept my eye listening and on duty.
They're off. Careful.
Careful. He's got all sorts of worries. Sir Otto travels.
Folks like dirt, it ain't no wonder they get upset.
He might not be so hard.
Ah, so it's true what the laundresses say then.
Nice. Good food. what happened at the big wheel?
Well,
Who wouldn't notice her?
this property belongs to someone else.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
Good morning, lad.
I'll have a look at...
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything?
Hey, you're not allowed here. That's it. And next time, don't go creeping around where you don't belong.
Everyone should have a good bow on.
Which case would that be?
I don't know exactly. Subjects have to obey, don't
Didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow.
Christ be praised.
Greetings to you, friend.
Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my... It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. You might take offense.
I wasn't talking about...
All them bookworms seem off to me. Although it's true, I was looking...
He didn't notice you standing.
It was nice. Good food. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope
No, he didn't. I expect... Couldn't show off to him. At least everyone else could relax and be merry.
From what
First bell. Another 11 to go. Ooh, that's that.
Clear off.
show up?
No, he didn't. I expect only...
Sauce prepared. And then it's not too sweet like the last time. Ow!
No, he didn't. I expect only...
Lord von Berghoff didn't show up.
No, he didn't.
A little bit early for that.
Since he couldn't show off to him. No, he didn't. I expect the old...
I finished hauling the sacks.
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. If you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, if you really don't have anything for me, I'll just idle around then.
That'd suit you, eh? None of that. Only, what to do with you? I've only got work in the forge, and that's a craft, an art, you could say.
So, I don't know. I suppose I'll go and see what I can find to do.
You can go down to the lower gate. Calder's building a gallows there. You can see if the fool is doing it properly.
Right. That sounds like something I can't do without.
No, he didn't. I expect only old Samin was a bit...
True. This property belongs to someone else.
But it was just a simple misunderstanding. Bollocks, a misunderstanding. You made a fool of yourself, more like. What am I supposed to do then? You should go and see the priest. Nobody else can help you. Oh, aye, priest. How could I have forgotten about him? I don't think I'm able to. Heartfelt prayer. Saved entire masses, Jews, and Jonah from the way. So don't tell me it can't help with a little thing like yours. Little thing. Yours.
Day to you.
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No, blacksmithing is more my field.
Ah, well, that's handy. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
But that poacher is innocent.
An innocent poacher? But that's nothing to do with me. My job is to make sure it don't collapse when he swings.
By the way, would you happen to know how I can get up top in the Maiden?
Why, up the stairs, of course.
Yeah, but I'm not actually allowed inside the tower.
Then don't go there. Hey, I'd love to chat with you, but I got a job to do.
I could help you with that.
You could.
Sure thing. Second toll for Hans.
No, he didn't. I expect.
Do you know where Captain Thomas is? I heard he was in a bad way.
It's true, son. It doesn't look good for him. Why do you ask?
I'd like to pray with him.
A kind thought, but you can't get to Thomas. I had him moved during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden.
Why can't I get there?
You know, the castle chapel is an important place. Only Lord von Berghoff, his kin, and a few others are allowed there.
Like you, for instance.
Naturally. It's certainly good of you to want to pray for Thomas, but you can do that anywhere without having to disturb him.
Why did you take him to the chapel?
The surgeon is away with Lord von Berghoff, and Thomas has got considerably worse. I don't like to say it, but there's nothing left but to pray for a miracle.
Uh-huh. I'll be going then.
Go, and don't forget about that prayer. Till we meet again.
Clear off.
No, we didn't. I expect only...
Starting up again. You're not allowed here!
And make sure there's a goose in sauce.
That's it!
What are you trying to pull, you scout?
Found a dead body stuck in the wheel outside.
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Haven't made much effort with it. You know what a sharp axe looks like?
I'll hone it a bit more then.
Get on with it, though. It's holding up my work. I'll be with you.
The dead man had been floating down the river for at least...
The third toll. I better get moving. Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And then the execution would be postponed.
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hands dirty. No one fancies that.
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. Would you happen to...
And what would you want in there?
I want to pray in the chapel. And they don't want to let me...
The chapel, eh?
And did he succeed? In getting in, I mean?
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, there's caves under Torsky, and the well ain't actually a well, but an underground pool in one of them caves. And from there, you can get to the dungeons, and then into the Maiden.
Oh, he sounds bold.
Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping. And when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyek would have to jump in and not climb down. I wouldn't fancy that.
Indeed. What was Binyek after in the castle?
A certain buxom chambermaid who wouldn't give him what he was after in the hay, wanted a fine feather bed.
I'll be going.
I've got to get back to work too. Farewell.
Anytime, so make sure everything's in order. I don't want to see any idling. Stand up, would you? Christ almighty! Pain.
You've no business here. Are you looking to steal something? Hand over the compensation, or I'll get the guards involved.
Let's make a deal. The bell's...
What are you loitering around here for, you vagabond? Do you want me to report you for breaking and entering?
Wait, we can come to some agreement, can't we? I was just fooling around. I meant nothing by it, and I certainly didn't want to upset you, of all people. I know how hard you have it.
Well, that's true, all right. And I'm sure you also know I won't be so lenient next time. Move it! Get out of here! So you're not going to leave? Very well, then.
I'll bear it in mind that I'm not going anywhere with you. What would I be looking for there, anyway? What? Huh? Huh. Strange. Hell with it.
On the way.
Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days. And the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
What actually happened to him?
They were attacked by bandits by the pond. His mare, Arrow, brought him home. He was completely out of it. And little wonder, the way he was hacked up. If the surgeon was here, he'd be in his care. Some of his wounds have healed, but now he has a fever. He's been bedridden for 3 days.
Sorry. Maybe I could help somehow?
The only one who can help now is the priest. And I don't want to sound gloomy, but all he can do is pray too. Just the same as me.
Where's the physician?
He's with Lord von Berghoff. When Thomas started to get feverish, he left some concoction for him. He was only meant to be gone for a while. But it seems they got stuck somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, the concoction ran out, and we don't have any other physician here.
I'm not a physician, but I could try and brew that concoction. Can't hurt to try. Do you know what it was brewed from?
If I knew that, I'd have brewed it myself. Not even our surgeon knows. He does everything according to his books. Uses some medical manuscript, whether he's treating people or livestock.
And where is this book?
How should I know? Probably in his chambers, in the Crone.
I'll have a look there then.
But no one is allowed there.
I'll figure it out somehow.
Why do you want to help us?
Unless Thomas recovers and testifies that me and my friend are messengers from Rattay, then my friend will be executed.
You mean that poacher who's to be hanged?
He's a noble. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. The whole thing is one big misunderstanding. And only Thomas can sort it out.
I'm a bit bewildered by all this. But all right.
The main thing is, I want Thomas to live too.
Yes. You're right.
I'll get going then. I don't have much time, and neither does Thomas.
Go. And thank you.
Everyone to me. You there! Watch out on the right, Yannick.
It was you! Give up. Well, what will it be? What are you waiting for? Surrender immediately!
I'll bear it in mind.
Make you
But
surrender.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Or I've been looking for there anyway.
Any idea what that
Punishment
was?
by the blade, my favorite.
It's a wonder you're still standing. You don't fight with guards, you fool. You surrender to them. You didn't last long. This is your last chance. Otherwise, I'll punch you so hard you'll wet. You're a thief. If you had no bad in, show me what.
Say,
I won't be.
fuck.
Quick! Over there.
How did...
Huh? Who stinks here? Eh? I must be mad. Huh. Strange. I suppose it was nothing.
Phew! What a stink. Hope it's not me.
The 6th bell. Half the time is up.
You? What in God's name are you doing here?
Who are you, actually?
Me? I'm just cleaning here.
And what were you doing at the pond, then?
I thought we straightened that out the last time you bothered me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
We both know you're lying. The question is, why?
There's someone who was just sitting in a jail cell and will end up right back there if anyone calls the guards on him.
You know I was locked up? For such an uncaring girl, your interest is a bit suspicious.
Right. I spend the whole day following you and the arrogant fool around, spying on you.
That's exactly what I think.
Well, think again.
What's your name?
What's it to you?
I'm Henry.
Well, that's nice for you.
And you are?
I already told you. I'm a maid here. You?
I need help.
Who doesn't? I still have to clean out all the fireplaces in the Crown. Do you know how many there are?
I don't know or care. I have to find medicine for Captain Thomas. Otherwise he'll die and my friend will be executed.
Thomas? I brought water to him in the tower. And I can tell you he is beyond help. That poor sister of his.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
Because we're birds of a feather.
How do you mean?
Well, let's just say we both go where we shouldn't be going and take things that don't belong to us.
Oh, really? You must be mixing me up with someone. I just clean up here. And you don't look like someone who knows much.
Why, do you think?
Because otherwise you wouldn't let yourself be pickpocketed.
What?
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle. All right.
The third toll. I better get moving.
fourth bell.
You've no business upstairs. Stay down here. Look, Hald,